Hello, guys. My name is Armin. In today's episode, Learning Revizto, we want to take a look at creating new stamp template. When you create an issue, you want to have a specific template for every single discipline or trade or a category that you have, so you can place the stamp, assign it to people, and have a specific attributes for that template. So what we want to do right now, we want to go over the whole process in detail, how you create them, where to access them, how to create abbreviation, how to add the stamp that you create to a different categories, and much more. It's gonna be a very easy process, and I want to show you guys how to do it. Let's jump into the Revit cell.
In today's episode, Learning Revizto, we want to take a look at creating new stamps. In previous videos, we created categories for the stamps and we went through how we can put a category together and then assign or filled it with small templates and then new stamps inside this category. And this session, we're going to go through directly to creating new stamps and we're going to review how we can create the new stamps. In order to create the new stamps, you have to be in a 3D mode. You can go here to ST. When you click on it, it's going to change the mode to a stamp mode. You can see it right here. Uh, in order to create the stamp template, we are using this icon. So you can see it has a plus sign and also it says new stamp template. These are that you guys see, and we went through all of this in the previous videos. These are the categories that were created. We can first create a category, then we can go and create stamps that we're gonna put it in that category. So for now, let me just click on this stamp. It's gonna open up a new box for me. It's asking me put the abbreviation. Let's just assume for this exercise we want to do architectural drawing review, right? So let's say architectural drawing review, and I'm gonna put the title here and says architectural drawing review. And then if you want, you can just even be more specific and say 100%, let's say DD. So this is your title, this is your abbreviation, this is where you assign it to a category. uh, the category when you create has some attributes. When you place your new step within that category, it's going to inherit all of those attributes that you have in your category. So this stamp that I'm going to create right now, and this is a key point, is it's going to take all the attributes that I already created for the design. It's going to be assigned to this new stamp template. But what I'm going to do, if I'm not happy with some of them, I can change the color, I can move some stuff and whatnot. So just the note that here I want you to pay attention to is I want to make sure you know that when I put it in any of these categories that are available, for me, these are basically has a specific attributes. Each one that I select, it's gonna assign all of those attributes to the new stamps. So let's say I'm happy with this. I'm gonna hit OK. The template shows up here. And if I want to know where it goes, it basically goes right here under design. And this is going to be the first one. And you can see it already has some yes, no abbreviation and stuff. And if I go under my category that was created before, you can see this is my category. I selected blue, I said priority, everything here is going to be minor and is going to be public to everyone. And when I create this category, it's going to inherit all of those plus some of them that is going to be specific for this new template that I have. So the title, we're happy. If you want to make any changes, you can click on this sign right here. The next one is going to be type. So I can select, let's say, standard issues. Assignee, you can assign it to a specific person or that you have on your project is responsible to address this. And right here, this minor priority that was inherited from the category, I want to change it to major. Deadline right here, you can select days, you can also select weeks, You can also select month, right? So, and you can just put the like a number. I want to say like a 5 days and apply. So it basically says the deadline would be 5 days after the creation of the stamp. So whenever I put the stamp on an issue, the calendar start counting 5 days. It's gonna be the due date to address it. If you want to go further, you can put like bigger numbers. If you want to do it, let's say like a 1 week, for example, I just basically apply. It puts 1 week. As soon as I put the actual stamp on a specific item, it's gonna start creating like the issues. A week after that, it'll be the deadline. Color, this is gonna be my category. If you want to have like a specific color, I can come here and say I want to do green. And then watchers, if you want to have a few people basically watch this issue, if it's, let's say, it's architectural, but you want to have a structural engineer look at it as well, you can kind of add them as watchers. You have the next one for the public. Yes or no. So yes means that everyone on this project that are invited to this project can see this stamp. If you put a no, only the assignee and the watchers can have access and see it, and nobody else can do unless whoever creates this or the admin or the basically the issue creator can come here, change it to yes. So it's going to be public for everyone on this project to see what the issues are. So for tags, there is not currently no tags, but you can basically select tags, right? So I can say I want to create a new tag, like a 2D review, for example, right? So I can, you just basically, you will be able to create any type of tags that can go with the stamp for you. If you want to look at this is a 2D review, this is a constructability review, and you can have multiple tags assigned to one stamp, right? So you don't have to go with one. You can say this is a studio review, this is a constructability review, this is architectural versus structural. So that's how you tag it. And when you filter the issues, you go to the tags and say, I just want to only look at structural versus architectural. I don't want to look at mechanical versus for example, architectural. So the tags basically help you with filtering and understanding it better. Abbreviation, if you made a mistake at the first time, no issues. You can basically change it over here. It's easily, you can click on it and change, and it's gonna change over there. If you want, I can just do, let's say I'm gonna change it to ARD, and you can see it's basically is going to change over there. So when I'm happy with this and everything is done, my tag is created. I can basically start placing the tag. A few items, if you're not happy with any of this and you want to delete, you just simply needs to click on this delete button, and it's going to show up all of this, right? So if I want to get rid of it, I click on this and says like done. I say, are you sure you want to delete this? Yes, that's gonna go away. So it's basically it's gone, and they cannot bring it back with like Control Z or anything. You need to basically just create a new stamp to bring back the previous stamp that you um, created. And if you select something, you want to export, import some items, and if you want to go back to your actual basically space, you can click on this, and then right now I am back here. So anytime I want to do the stamp, I kind of click on it, I go to design, and basically kind of place whatever I have, like all of these stamp. I can click on them and kind of place them on the items that I want to show. And if not happy, hit cancel, it basically goes away. Hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. If you like the content, make sure to subscribe and leave a like, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.